think I need a bigger pencil case. Hi, Tammy Sue Davies. Is it Davies? Davies? Just trying to get all these pens, all them pens in this pencil case. Hi, Sandy. Hi, is it Amaris Witch, is it? I'm just rubbish at reading. Right. I'll just wait a couple of minutes. Oh, do you know what? I broke the, Oh, you're making pop-up cards. Good. I like a bit of card making. I like doing anything, really. I've just pulled the, whatchamacallit, thing off my zipper. So I'll have to make I'll have to put a charm on it so I can pull it round. Hi, Sue. How are you all doing? How's your day been today? Oh, I've been naughty today. I forgot to drink water. After this coffee, I'm going to drink a big thing of water. I said it right. That's quite good for me. Right, I'll get talking then because I want to go and watch, what am I watching after? You know, First Dates. Oh, I'll have a look later, Tammy Sue. I'll have a look at your channel. You should do it anyway. It makes you more confident. But if you're not from England, you might not know. But First Dates. Hi. Oh, thank you. You like my live? I get nervous on live streams. Like, I don't know if you're gonna know what I'm talking about because I don't really plan it. But there's a dating series on, but it's First Dates Hotel. I think when they're on holiday, it's a dating thing where they set people up. I need to go on the show because I'm just rubbish. But I don't know if any of you are gonna get this. But I did say on a video the other day that I was gonna bring something. I love First Dates. I was gonna bring I need to go on it. I was gonna bring something. Maybe twice a month, whatever. Because I was thinking maybe the weekends I don't have Finn, because obviously it'd be easier. It's good, isn't it? It'd be easier. To come. You know, that weekend he's not here because obviously I don't have to entertain him and all that. I always feel like I'm sitting in your kitchen chatting. That's what everyone says. I always think, oh God, but everyone says it always feels like it's a friend chatting. But that's how I want it to be. But this is how I talk to my friends anyway, so it's just natural to me. I like to chat, I like to talk, as you can tell. My videos are never really that short. So I'll best get on with it. Yeah, I'd say get a brew when you're watching my videos. You might need to. Forgot what I was saying now. So when Finn's at his dad's, drove through Stockport today on the way home. Ooh, did you? Did you think of me, Sue? Oh, was it? Oh, well, I'll show you what I was doing today because I've got a picture of it. But, when Finn's at his dad's, obviously, because he goes to his dad's. I hate it when I don't get a notification. Oh, if you don't get a notification, you've got to hit the bell. You know, the little bell. If you do that, whenever I'm on live or whatever, I think it sends you a notification. I'm not very good with these things, but Finn's at his dad's. When he goes at weekends, he's at his dad's once in the week now because I've stopped it twice. But he goes to his dad's every other weekend for like the Friday to the Monday. So I know them 2 weekends in a month. I'm free all weekend to do what I want. If that's nail videos, these videos, whatever, so it would be easier. And then we could do 1 or 2 twice a month where we can sit down, have a chat and do some of this that I've not slept last night at all, I don't think, because I was thinking about it. So if you've seen any of my art videos when I was doing follow your art instead of follow your heart, follow your art, I painted this. I've broke my tripod, so I can't do a bird's eye view. If you know, like when people do the chatty ones and they're showing you what they're doing, but that's what I want to do. And I did say I'd come back with it because, don't know if any of you remember, I haven't finished this off, but this painting I was doing, I haven't finished it off obviously, because I was doing it on camera for you guys, but I'll finish it off on camera when I get a new tripod. I'm going to try and get a decent one this time instead of a rubbish one. So that's one of my massive art journals. But I'll show you some more in a minute. But I did have this book and I was using it as, if any of you are journalers and you've seen anyone on YouTube do bullet journaling, I was trying to do that, but I got into it. Thank you. I got into it and then I was like, no, I don't know, because the only thing with journaling is, you'll find if you've ever tried it, you hate doing the first page because you don't want to mess it up. Then you might get a bit way through it and you think, no, it's not working. I don't know if I want a bigger book or a smaller one or a traveller's notebook thing, whatever they are. So I was watching a few videos last night before I get to the manifestation journal I'm going to talk about doing as a series thing. So I've started my sort of like my journal. Yeah, sketchy thoughts. Well, that's what this one is. It's called, is it an Omni? I think this is called an Omni journal, because before I was doing like trying to track stuff and all that, which you can do, but I got a bit bored and I was drawing in it. But now I've decided, there was a big book with a big planner that I did show the other week, and I've now decided to use that for a home planner. I'm not going to show that because it's boring. So that won't have pictures in or drawings. It's just like bills, when Finn's at school and all that boring housework and all that, you know, the boring stuff. I don't really want to, because I used to put that in my bullet journal. Thank you. I am quite, yes, I've got a creative mind. I love doing creative things. That's why you'll see me flip on this channel, one thing, one another, and everywhere, because I'm just doing things all the time. Oh, yeah, I've been a brewing. I haven't got my witchy mug today. I've got my big one that my mum says I've got to keep for show. And I didn't want like the boring, mundane things in this diary, even though it's a daily diary, but I wanted to keep it separate, because some people have it together, but I've decided I don't want it. So I started it today, so I'll show you what I'm doing. So the first page today, I drew them. I didn't draw this. It's a picture of me and Finn. That's one of the little witchy drawings that I did. That's on the wall up there. This was me in bed last night because I couldn't sleep thinking about this journal stuff. This was me and Finn today because he was just dead cute when he came home from his dad's and we were laughing and he was just being daft and everything. I've started my healthy eating, sort of, not necessarily like, more like if anyone's done the Paul McKenna way, you can eat what you want but try and be healthy with it as well. But you only eat when you're hungry. Try and drink a lot of water, which I haven't done today, but I have done the only eat when you're hungry and think about, be mindful when you're eating, and as soon as you feel hungry, stop. You don't have to eat everything that's on your plate. So I only had a small dish of pasta for my tea today, and the rest of it I've put for dinner tomorrow because I didn't have to eat all of it, so I've saved it that way. My coffee this morning, that was crackers and cheese and chutney and a banana. That was for my dinner. And then that was me thinking on the journal. So I like to draw little things in it. Yeah, you got really into, it's good to keep a track of things and stuff. Hey up last, the Kilted Goths on. You could do this as well, Trevor, when I tell you about the manifestation one in a minute. You could have a goth one. And it's just nice to keep a daily thing of what's going on. You don't have to write, like tomorrow, if there's not much going on, even though I am taking Finn to the park, so there might be. You don't have to write in every day if you think I've not got much on. And then, because it's still today, I was thinking about journaling ideas. So I have done my journaling ideas. Well, yeah, I've got my diet book as well. I filled that in today. So I'm going to be talking about a rant journal, a home journal, which I've just said I've got a home journal, an art journal, and a gratitude and intentions to the moon journal, which I'll explain in a minute. And then, because it's still today, I took a few pictures of me and Finn today because I have a little printer thing. And there's Finn being smiley today, painting with his, he's got a set of watercolour paints that he got from the works that were like £2. You know, the cheap kiddie ones, but he loves it. I was painting, he was painting. He started dancing, because if you say shake your bum bum, he's like this. On the potty, which he's not really liking at the minute. And just us having cuddles. And that was basically today. And an omni journal, I believe, is just you just put in it whatever you want. So sometimes you can journal about your day. If you've not got much going on, you can put your ideas down, you can put pictures in. It can be all sort of mixed up, everything in it. So I quite like that. So I'm going to see how I get on with that, and that's one of my designs as well. Then, so that's my Omni Journal sort of, everyday journaling diary sort of thing, but you can put anything in it on that day or whatever. I know, but it takes me ages to get into them. And then I've got a home journal, but I'm not showing you that because it is really boring. I could show it. The big journal that I had, I've turned it into the daily house things like the food shop, your bills and all that, but it's boring. So the next one is a rant journal, which this is what this one was when I changed it again. So a rant journal is separate out of your daily, day-to-day sort of everyday journaling, because you want that to sort of be nice memories. You could still write in if you had an argument with someone. Oh, I had a bit of a bad day today because I've never. But if you really want to I've said this on my last video, if you really want to get stuff out, have a little book where you just rant. And even if you're doing 50 pages of ranting in one day, just get it all out. It's to get it out of your system, because I believe that journaling, I know when I've done whatever form of journal it is, writing, drawing, sketching, painting, art journaling, whatever it is a form of therapy. It's relaxing, it's quite therapeutic, and I do believe it helps you get stuff out your system. So you can also have a rant diary. You can put all these diaries together and have a traveller's notebook, because that's when you can have a couple in one, but you can just drag different ones out. Yeah. It's like purging. It's like if you feel like you can't speak to somebody, or you've spoke to someone about it and you think, well, I don't want to keep telling them because they're going to be thinking, God, she's going on about that again. Just get it all out on paper, but have a rant book. Have like a brain dump rant book where it's not got any pictures in, it's not for drawing like this one's like. I like this form as well, because if you want to start trying to draw, if you're doing daily little drawings, no one else has to see it. You will get better. So it's keeping me drawing, because I do like drawing. It's keeping a daily drawing thing as well. But the rant one is purely just writing. So it's not like you're going to sit there prettying pages up while you're watching telly. It's just a pure rant. No one has to see it. Your writing doesn't have to be neat or anything. So you've got your rant journal. Then what I was talking about the other day was, before I get to the manifestation one, because I came across something, this isn't new to journalers. You might not have heard it, because I hadn't really heard of it, but it's not new in the community of journaling, I don't think. And I've only done it today. So I had this pink book, £2 from the works. I'm so going back tomorrow and getting a couple more, because I've used this one. I'm using another one now, and I only got two. And I am going to put pictures on the front. But this is called a glue book, I think. A glue journal. And all it is for all you people who say you can't draw, you can if you keep practicing, but if you don't feel that confident, or you're not really bothered sort of about making the art as such as sitting there sketching stuff out, this is a good way of chilling out. Oh, it is therapeutic. That's what I'm saying. It's for well-being, journaling, whatever form it is of well-being. It's a form of therapy. Is, like I said, get a load of magazines, because this is what I'm going to be doing when I do a series. And I've just seen this, so I did one today. And all you do is, anything you see in a magazine that you like, lovely pictures and all that, you cut out, keep your magazines, and this is called a glue book, where basically you just stick and paste all the pictures in and make lovely visions from it. So I had a go, I'll show you which one. I did this one before. It's like an angel on here. You know, you've got positive little quotes in there. I just like this lady because she's holding an amethyst. There's a balloon and a heart. It says rising star, because you get words in magazines. So, but if you want a lot of spiritual stuff, you need to buy. So that's why when I buy all these, you can see where I've been cutting out spiritual magazines and all these, like the more expensive ones, but these are gorgeous because the pictures are matte inside, and I quite like the matte ones. You just get all these lovely pictures. Basically, you just cut anything out that you like I've said before. and you just sort of make a collage with it. So, oh, you want to see my next page. This is very therapeutic. I was doing this before and I just found it so therapeutic. So I've got all like a lady holding these flowers, and then my next page, I just had a go at doing a full spread. Now, this one is sort of on the garden theme, and you'll see in a minute, where I just cut a load of things out. So it's like you're recycling your magazines, really, because any what do you call it, picture that you see, I was going to say something else then, you just stick in your book like this. How pretty does that look? And it was just lovely to sit there and cut the bits out. And yeah, it doesn't have to make sense because it's to do with gardens, because I did start off with a few gardens in the background pictures, but then I've layered over it because it doesn't matter. Like, I just like this picture. I cut this little girl out with a rainbow saying mindfulness. All the words are in magazines. Yeah, it really catches your eye. This was from, what's it called? Alice in Wonderland. This lady with the flower, apples. I put the little lips on because they were colourful, but they're like eating the apples, like yum yum, tasty apples. Then there was a girl stood in wellies with this flower, but it did actually say something and I can't remember what it said. It had a saying underneath. Something about positivity, but I've gone over it by accident and didn't even notice. Then there's a lady sat out in the garden here in the sunshine, because it says these words out of the magazine. Being outside is wonderful for creativity, because it is. And I know we're not in summer yet because it is quite probably springy, sort of. But if you look at the pictures, I just found it very therapeutic to do this. Just the colours and stuff. And you just start off with, if you want to do a theme on something or a colour, you just put the background in. Like this picture at the back was just a massive picture of apples in a magazine, and then you just start sort of building it up. And even if you end up layering over something else, it doesn't matter because it fills in the background paper, because this is a lined journal. So, and basically the people that I saw doing these is every day. You can do it every day, every evening. You can do it at weekends. You can do it every 2 weeks. It's not something you have to do every day. But when you're collecting, because I don't know if you ever do that, if you ever buy magazines or books or whatever, and you're going to chuck them out and think, oh, I really like them, what they called them, it does them, you know, the pictures, I really like them, but I don't know what to do with them. You stick them all in a book and you just make a collage. And it's really, really therapeutic. I can say I did this today and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So the people that I've seen, they've just got books full of just, they don't even have to make sense. You don't even have to do it on a theme of, like, I've tried to do this one on a garden theme. You don't have to, but as you go along, you might start doing that. Just try it. Get your magazines. All you need is a book, a Pritt stick, glue, scissors, and off you go. So we'll get to the manifestation one now. I haven't done this yet, but it is on the same basis of that, because Sandy, who's on here now, asked me this morning, sort of like, what did I mean? But this is the book. I think I'm going to be showing all these journals, but I'm going to be doing some, like, sit down with me with a coffee and let's journal, sort of, you know, let's have a chat while we're cutting our magazine pages out. So keep your magazines. So basically what we're going to do with this one, if anyone wants to join in, is you can do stuff on the front. I think I'm going to put stuff on the front. Your first page, I've changed it now to make it a bit easy. It is. And this is an everyday thing. So you've got, I've sectioned it off, days of the week, and then at the top you've got goal for the week. Just one goal for the week. It could be anything. Something you really hate doing, but you know you've got to do it. Goal for the week. So it's not a load of goals in the week. You're thinking, oh, because this is more of a manifestation gratitude book. This is what this is for. So one goal for the week is your works. Biggish, the one, yeah, biggish, the one in the mill. There's one in Stockport Town Centre. That's a smaller one, and then the other one's bigger, but the other one near me is in a mill. So there's lots of gift shops inside the mill. There's lots of different shops there. And then on the other side, you're going to have a quote for the week. So you want a quote for the week, or an affirmation, or whatever you call it, for the week. And then every morning or evening or whenever you've got a spare chance, just once a day, you're going to write in one thing you're grateful for. So it's not like sometimes you get something that says, oh, say 5 things you're grateful for a day. I know it's hard to some people. The Works is like a stationery shop that sells, well, it sells a bit of everything. It sells stationery, you know, books, diaries, your pens, paints, and it sells a few kids' toys, bits and bobs. It's a really good shop. It's a really good shop. Yeah, have a look tomorrow. These were £2, Sue, these. These were £2 and they've got them in green. They were £3, £2, but they're really nice and they're like a material on the front. So, every day, whenever you've got a chance, even if you're at work, take it to work with you because it'll make you feel better. Just write in one thing you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything massive. It could just be you're grateful for a nice coffee this morning. Anything. You'll get into the swing of it. The Works is brilliant because it's so cheap. You get your paints there and everything if you want to start painting and stuff like that. You've been wearing out online shops while you're in hospital. I bet you've been journaling in hospital and that's a good thing to do. But then what we're going to do with this, so you'll do this every day at the front of the book as normal. Every day you'll rule, every week you'll have a weekly thing like that. And then when you want to put an intention or wish, when you want to work towards something, you turn the book upside down, around and upside down. So the book's upside down and the other way around so it opens as if it's front ways, if you know what I mean. So it's not upside down, so you open it that way, around and upside down, if you get what I'm talking about. So we'll start from the back the other way around, and then what you're going to do is, I haven't done this yet, so I will do a video when I've done it. So what you're going to do now is section a bit off at the top, so you've got this like rectangle squarey thing at the top, and you've just got a section at the bottom. When you're writing, do you know what this reminds me of? Does anyone remember at school when you used to have books like this and you had to draw there and write underneath? Primary school, I remember. That's what we're doing. So, you are going to make a collage of a wish that you want to come in, you know, you want to put out to the universe and come into reality. So, say it's say for me it's a guy, I'll have to put like love and romance things on here, which I'm going to do one of them. So I'll have to make a lovely collage like I did in the other book, a lovely collage with all lovely words, pictures, you know, couples out of magazines and stuff like that, the things that you want in that person. And underneath, we're going to put, you need to write, you can do the picture first. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? You do the picture, thank you, Tammy. You do the picture first and then, because that's the nice bit, and then you can write underneath the wish, intention, whatever you want to call it. Underneath, it's a wish. So you're going to write what the wish is. So mine would obviously be a relationship. Then you're going to write, because I've said this before, you're going to write how it makes you feel. So you have to write, I'd have to write underneath. This is for no one else to see, but you're going to see mine, like, but I can cover bits up if I don't want you to see things. You're going to write, I'd have to write, being in this relationship makes me feel wow, 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 because I've got to write it as if I'm already in it. If anyone's read The Law of Attraction or The Secret and all that, that's what this is to do with. Magic, that sort of magic. If you know about The Secret and stuff like that, Law of Attraction, ask, believe, receive, but you've got to write it as if it's already happened. Just let me find this. Is it in this magazine? If you don't understand what I'm talking about, this magazine from ages ago, last year probably, I came across this and I thought I could read a bit of it out if you don't get what I'm talking about. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like stepping into hope. Yeah. Well, this woman, I'll read this quickly for you. I manifested my dream career. So, she said, I was enjoying my lunch break in the sunshine when my friend Naz called for our weekly chat. Hey, Misha, she's called. How's the new job going? Naz asked. It's incredible, I told her excitedly. We're working with amazing artists. And next week I'm going off to America for a press conference. I can't wait. When they finished chatting, I headed back to the hair salon. That's where she worked. As a receptionist. The fantastic job and the trip to Miami, they were all lies. Well, they weren't lies, they were visualizations. That's what this is. So, there's a piece missing. Hang on. I've got a piece stuck to my book because I've been gluing. So I can't... Right, let me just stick this back on. So, basically what she was saying was, visualizations. If I talked them out loud, as if they were real, I'd manifest them into reality. And it also said, hang on, I'm trying to stick this back together. Can't read what that said. Oh, hang on. Oh. Yeah, saying by the law of attraction. I can't read it. Basically, it was saying, hi, Jessica Rabbit. It was basically saying her friend rang her up because it was her friend that told her of law of attraction. So she rang her up to say, how's your day going? She was like, yeah, it's brilliant. She wanted to be, in here, because I won't read it all out, in here it was saying she wanted to be, I think it was working for a record company. But funny enough, where she worked, there was 2 record companies in between the hairdressers that she worked at. But it was a friend who told her, if you act, talk, talk the walk and all that, as acting if you've already got it, it will come. So because a friend was in on it, she'd ring her now and again and say, how's your job going, your new job? And she'd say, it's fantastic, I'm going to Miami. She wasn't, and a friend knew she was just saying it to say it out loud, because in the end it was basically saying in here, she did a lot of visualising that, she was going to work and she was working at this place, this, that and the other. And in the end she did get a job at a record, what did I say it was? Where was it? Yeah, basically she got the job she wanted through doing a lot of visualisation, being positive and bringing things in. So you've got to write... Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jessica. That's so nice. I never know what I'm talking about. I always think about people don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, that's what I'm saying. When you write it, because no one else has to see it. You've got to, where did I just put it? You've got to write it as if you've already got it. So you're writing, I'd have to write how this brilliant, fantastic man that I've met in my life and the relationship I am is making me so happy and so fulfilled. That's what I will be writing under there. So you can do the nice bit first. So basically, you're going to be putting pictures in and words. I'd have to put words of love and all that, of like this onto your wish. And then, but you see, being me, being a bit witchy, what I'd do is I'd do the picture first. You don't have to do this, but if you're that way inclined, anybody, or spiritual, you'll know what I'm talking about. You can put your picture on and just write your thing on. But if you're a bit like me, I'll be doing the picture so I know it's there. But then, on a full moon, I'll be writing it and thinking about the intention to put it out to the universe. Because if you didn't know, a full moon is very strong, full of energies. So if you want to really give it an oomph, do your picture, but write your intention and think about and look at your picture on a full moon. You can just sit down with a brew and do it. Maybe I'll be coming doing mine on a full moon. So I don't know if you got that, but in my head it makes sense. So for those of you who don't know who are new, I will be doing Follow Your Heart again. Yeah, they say you've got to be careful. We've got to be careful what you say. Yeah. You've got to be very careful how you speak. That's why they say don't speak to yourself saying, oh, I'm fat, or oh, I'm this or that, because it's like bringing it into reality. You've got to be very careful what you say to yourself. That's why stuff like this, doing gratitude and stuff and giving yourself good words, and you've got to be kind to yourself, because you've got to be careful what you put out to the universe, because If you're someone who's always like, woe is me and this, that and the other, and there's no point in being positive, I'm not even going to try, that's negativity. You're going to stay in that place because you're telling yourself you can't do it. I said yesterday, the word impossible, split it. It says I'm possible. So it's the way you think about things, and be careful what you say to yourself as well, because it's quite harmful, the things that you can say to yourself. You've got to, I'll have to do a chat on this again, but basically, collect your magazines and stuff and your glue and all that. Yeah, you will plant what you will plant will grow, sweet or sour. Exactly. So it's best to try and be more positive. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping magazines, but then I've got one of these old files, so I'm cutting bits out, just rough, not neat, and collecting them in there. And then if you end up with a rubbish magazine with nothing in it, then you can chuck that bit away, but you can collect your bits. You can put pictures in if you're good at drawing, but you don't have to worry about that. It's basically just art magazines. But see, I did start art journaling off. Art journals are a really good thing as well, because the more you do it, the better you'll get. I was just drawing things like this, just reminded me of, it was a bit of a fairy, but it does look like Snow White. So it says, into the woods she went. So I did write that, because I always get words that come after I've painted the picture. Some people will remember these ones, the ones I did a bit ago. And then the witchy sort of girl that I did. And then I love this one. This fairy nymph thing girl. Mermaid. And it's just basically to get out of yourself and take you away from thinking about other things for a little bit. That was me trying to do a skull, but pretty. A witchy. There's one I haven't painted in here, and I keep meaning to paint it. I will paint it, because I do love it, this one. So I do need to paint it. I tell you what, don't say you're a bad drawer. The more you practice, if you draw something every day, that's what I was saying. If you did a diary like this, and you just started drawing, even if it was just a coffee mug every day, because that's the only thing you draw, you will get better. There was a woman I was watching the other day, she did it. You get better and better. And you will, like I was saying the other day, when you were a toddler, you learned how to walk. You didn't just fall down and go, I'm not doing it, I can't do it. You just kept getting up, because kids don't know that, do they? They just get up. Eventually, you did it. So you will. If you really want to, you can. But you can start off with little steps like that, like a little diary, and just drawing like a little teacup. You have a tea in the morning. Things that are easy. And then just, yeah, practice makes perfect. I know people go, oh yeah, practice makes perfect. But it does. I've only sort of started in the last couple of months to draw again. I wouldn't say I'm fantastic, but I have got better at certain things. But I've noticed the more I do it, even if I'm just sketching in front of the telly, I'm really good. I don't know why. I'm really good before I go to bed. I'm better at sketching at stupid o'clock in the morning. I don't know why. And then another one I started, this is the new one I've just started. This one was the one I started in 2017. Obviously, I've not got through it. So I'm just going to use that for bits and bobs, or cutting things out of things that I want to stick on something else. And I just started this one, I think it was yesterday. And I put a bit of gold leaf on it, if you can see it here. And it just says on it, just believe you can. See, just believe you can. The words always come after I've done the picture. They're always a bit witchy-woo-y, normally. I like drawing girls. And then this one, some of you might have seen it, I just drew them and they were 3, and then I thought, oh no, there needs to be 4 now. So to me, it's like 4 witches, because to me, it says we are different, but we are all connected. But when I looked at it, I thought, it's the 4 elements. This one's water, this one's fire, this one's air, and this one's earth. And then I thought, well, she looks a bit like a vampire, because she has got a bat chain around her neck. But I thought, why would she be air? And I thought, oh yeah, she's a vampire. They fly. They turn into bats. So she's air. This just came to me today. She'll obviously be a mermaid, because she's water. She's a water witch. But I'm just bonkers. But that's what I came up with today, because that just popped in my head. It was only a quick sketchy sketch. So yeah, I'm starting off on my journal, and I'm quite happy I've got loads of different journals to just, this isn't to do every day, this is just if I feel like doing a bit of sketching at night, a bit of just getting whatever out. You don't even have to paint faces, you can just blob paint around, just it's self-expression and to get feelings out and stuff. And you know, if you don't want to write a journal, blob some paper down and make a mess, because it's still getting feelings out and thoughts out and stuff. So there's art journaling, there's the glue books they call them, the collage journaling, if you fancy a go at that, because that's really good, and you can use your magazines up, any magazines, but if you want a bit more spiritual words and pictures, where I got mine from, I've got more of the spiritual magazines, and you don't even have to think about that, you just put your pictures in as you go along and make a pretty picture. That's all that's about, but it's relaxing, it's quite calming, you're not thinking about other stuff because you're concentrating on sort of like cutting the paper out and sticking it on. And you can just dip into these books whenever you want. The art journal, the collage journal, you just dip into them whenever you want. You don't have to think, oh my God, it's a massive task. You can just do a little bit of collaging, leave it and come back to it. I might add to that still, yeah. But the manifestation one, that is every day, but that is only whenever you get a chance to sit down at night or whatever. You just got the goal for the week. So you would start that on the week. Your goal for the week, your quote for the week. Find a nice quote, then you can have a different quotes in your book. And then every day, obviously, it's just one thing you're grateful for. It can be anything. And then when you fancy doing a wish, you just turn it upside down, and we start on the back with your collage picture of what you want that to be. So it might not take you a day to do it, because you might, whatever picture that you want to manifest, you might be collecting them bits of pictures. You don't have to go at it like, oh, I need to do that in a day. You just collect it slowly. And that's why I said, those your Wi-Fi playing up, Sue. You'll be able to watch this after. So that's why I said I'll probably do a series of like twice a month or something, where we just come for a brew, ladies, and any men that's there, Trevor. And Trevor, if you're still there, you could do a collage book. You can just stick all your, I'd like to see it actually. Trevor, who's a goth, you could just stick a load of goth stuff in. Are we still here? You could stick a load of goth stuff in, Trevor. You know, if you've got any pictures at things in magazines and stuff you like, and you're thinking you don't like to chuck them out, and you can stick anything in it. But yeah, we can just come for a brew, women and men, and we can just have a chat while we're sat cutting out, and we can all talk about our day and stuff like that if anyone fancies it. Well, I'll be doing it anyway, I'll just chat to myself, so. But I just hope that made sense, because I never think I'm making sense. Oh, and also, hi. Who's that? PR Playman TV. I'm going in a minute. You'll have to watch the beginning of it. But also in the magazines, especially the ones that are a bit more, you know, spiritual, you will get a lot of like, because you can put words in. You can put words in, because I've put words in. Look, she rocks. She rocks. This is like when you go into this book as well, you're looking at something and it makes you feel like, oh, makes you feel happy, you know, pretty. And I've got words on like escaping, creativity. This was all out of a magazine, the words I've just cut out. Wellbeing, mindfulness, because she's going for a walk and she's got to be mindful. Take a deep breath, that one says up there. So you can use all parts of your magazines, look for the wording in your magazines. And in some of the spiritual magazines, you get a lot of stuff like good luck follows me wherever I go, you know, the affirmations. So you can stick them, and that's why I've cut them out rough at the minute. Trust that the universe really does know what's best for you. So that'll be going in. And then this one, it says, I am capable, I am strong, I am a badass, a warrior queen. I possess all the power of the woman who came before me. I am unstoppable. So I'm putting that in it, definitely. So it's good, because you can just, you know, you'll be going to your friend's house and you'll be going, can I have that magazine? They'll be going, yeah, have you finished with it? Can I take it home? Because you'll be wanting to cut all the pictures out. So just remember, you don't have to be buying loads of magazines. If you know friends who get them and they just chuck them in the bin, ask if you can have them when you've read them, because you want to cut them up to make a collage. So I hope that made sense. For the ones that have just come on, I'm going now, so you'll have to go back and look at it. But I don't know when it'll be coming, but when I've done a bit more of this, so I can show you exactly how the manifestation one goes, then I can show you. But I've got, how many have I got on the go now? So I've got collage, manifestation and gratitude. My daily one, again, for anyone who's just come on, of just in the day, it's just whatever, it's just random now. A bit of writing about today, my ideas, what I was thinking about last night, pictures of me and Finn. And then if I decide to write it tomorrow, I will, or it might just be ideas. So I'm not being that anal about it, because that's when I get a bit like, oh, I haven't put this in today. Have I got to write something every day? No, you haven't. The only one you've got to write in every day is one line of gratitude in your manifestation gratitude one. And then, if you've never had a go, have a go at art journaling. Get that pencil out and have a go. But if you're not that keen on that, like I said, you don't have to be good at art to do the glue book, as people call them. It's a vision book. It's for you to look at. Put all your favourite things in it, out of magazines, cars, whatever it is, jewellery, and make a picture out of it. This is a bit like a vision board. And I will come and, I've got 2 vision boards. I've got one upstairs and I need to do a new one. So basically, it is like a vision board, but it's like a catalogue of a vision board, if you know what I mean. It's like a magazine. Yeah, I am artistic. I'm quite, I'm quite crafty. I've got my painting I did there a bit ago, but that was, I love this painting I did a bit ago. And then for all of you who haven't seen my little, where is it, up here? I know it's a witchy woo picture, but I do like this picture, if you can see it. My little painting. But yeah, for any of you who are a bit worried about drawing and stuff, this is the easiest way to be creative. It's just creative. It's to get your creative side out. Like I said, being creative is like therapy. It can help you out in a lot of ways. You might not think it can, but it can. It can de-stress you. People who've got anxiety, depression and stuff like that. Also, so I'm not saying it's going to cure you. I'm just going to say it's a tool that will help you. It's a tool that will help you. No one has to see these books. You put in what you want. If they're a bit darker, then they're a bit darker. It's whatever you like, what you want to put into it. Yeah, it's a stress reliever. It's a bit like, you know, when you get the colouring books. There was a big thing about the colouring books. This is like, obviously you're not colouring it in, but you are making a collage. Like being a kid again, but it does take that stress away, and it is a bit like a vision board. I'll have to come and show you my vision board because I need to do one for 2018. I haven't done one, but that basically, you put it somewhere. You don't have to have it out where people see it if you don't want to. I have mine normally in my bedroom because you need to be able to see it when your sort of subconscious takes it in, sends it out to the universe. And they do work, but also because I'll have a vision board and then it'll have a load of stuff on it, but I might want to sort of add to it, you can put it in. You can put it in here or on the manifestation one. It's like a catalogue. Because obviously the things you're going to put in here, put in your book, this creative just collage book, is just everything that you like. You don't have to know why you like it. You might just think it's a pretty picture. You know, it's a pretty, the girl's pretty in it, or the flower's pretty in it. I just loved these lips because I thought they were quite funky. There doesn't have to be a reason why you like it. You just slap it in your book. So anyway, I'm going now because my tea's gone cold, my coffee. I'm telling lies, I've got coffee. And I need to go and watch, no, Undateables is on now. I need to go and watch, get ready, get chilled out to watch, what did I say I was watching? First Dates After. And by the way, I've definitely come off Tinder. I'm not on it anymore. I'll be putting it in my book and I'll be just letting it go out because that'll happen when it's ready. I'm sick of all that now. So, but I will watch First Dates tonight. So, yeah, I was on Tinder. Oh my God. When you don't go out a lot, because you've got a little one, it's quite hard to meet people. But because I don't go out a lot, but the people I were meeting were like, or even if I'd got talking to someone, they want to text but they don't want to speak to you, and then they come out with stupid stuff and you're just like, can't be doing with all this, or they've got issues or whatever, and you're just like, oh. That's one of me, need to get out more this year. So that's another thing I'll be doing. So yeah, so I hope you got what I was saying. If you're new, hi, subscribe, press the notification button as they all say, or whatever. No, it's, well, I know we can say that, you can't, but my sister did meet a nice Irish guy on there. They've been together for a couple of years. They've got a baby. They will be getting married. He's lovely. They get on really well. So maybe that's why I was thinking that I'd meet somebody, but no. I think he was, and this was I just think Tinder's not that sort of place anymore. I just think it's not going to happen on there. I put my trust in the universe. It's not going to happen on there. Yeah, so enjoy your evening. Tell me what you think, because you can comment on here, but it won't be on the comments after. So if you do want to put a nice comment for everyone to read after, you'll have to re-comment, because on live it won't. I know he'll find me. He's looking for me. I probably got a problem with it, because I always say I either like someone who looks like a Viking, Chewbacca out of Star Wars, and something else. That's probably why. I know, I think some of them lie online anyway, so, I think I've found that out as well. So, yes, I'm going to go and get ready to watch First Dates in a bit anyway. And I hope you got what I was talking about. I hope it helps you. Some of you, just try it. If you don't like it, you don't have to do it if you think, no, this isn't for me. But honestly, I think it'll help some of you. So I will be coming on letting you know when I've done a bit more, if anyone wants to do the coffee chat, like we are now, while we sat sticking our stuff in our books and stuff. So I'll see you soon. Bye.